Here we have a 2006 F350 Super Duty, and I wanted to show you a problem we run into with the air conditioning. The customer complaint is that there's no air conditioning whatsoever. The truck itself is running hot. When you have the air blowing out of the dashboard, it feels like the heat is on in the vehicle. So what we got now is we got the truck running, and we're going to check the air conditioning first to make sure that the air conditioning system itself is not discharged. In this particular case, it is fully charged. You can see that the accumulator has got the moisture on it. You can feel it. It's ice cold. So we know that the air conditioner is working correctly. The compressor's running. We see the clutch is turning, and this is nice and cool. Judging how cold this is right here, it should be pretty cool blowing out of the dashboard right now. So let me grab some tools. We're going to go inside, and I'm going to show you what you can check to accurately diagnose what the problem is. So let me grab some tools, and we'll come right back. Okay, so right now we're in the truck, and we're turning on the air conditioner. We're turning it on to the maximum AC. Make sure it's turned to the cool side and turn it on. And obviously you can't feel it, but I can. It feels like the heat is actually blowing out right here. And when you turn the dial from hot to cold, you feel no change whatsoever. So the first thing we're going to check is we're going to go down inside the dashboard and inside the glove box here, and we're going to check the blend door actuator. It actually opens and closes the door so that it turns on the AC and it turns off the heat by actually opening and closing a door with an electric motor. So let me just drop the glove box down, and we'll take a look inside. And the way you're going to drop the glove box down is fairly simple. You're just going to pull the box this way and this way at the same time, and it comes right down. Just going to turn that down. Okay, the actuator itself is actually up inside, and this is the motor right here. This is the motor that actually controls the door that sits right inside the plenum right here. And when you turn the heat on, it opens the door up, and when you turn the air conditioner on, it closes the door. So this is the actuator here. So we're gonna just, if you look in the very bottom down, I don't know if you can see it right here, but you can see where the actuator is right here. That actuator is supposed to turn, when you turn it hot or cold, that little white drive on there is supposed to turn also. So while I turn this here, hot to cold, it doesn't make any difference. It's not turning at all. You can see where the this piece right here is not turning at all. It stays pretty much exactly where it is. So let's pull this actuator off, and we're going to take a look up in there and see. So let me grab some tools. I'm going to pop this off here, and we're going to get in there and check it. So we'll come right back. Okay, now what I did is I pulled the actuator out of the plenum itself so we could see what's going on. But this is the piece I was telling you about here. When you adjust the temperature on the dashboard here from hot to cold, this piece right here is supposed to rotate. So I'm going to, and as you can see, nothing whatsoever. When I turn it hot to cold, nothing changes. So what we're going to do now is we're going to actually get a wiring schematic, and we're going to check to make sure that there's power and ground to the switch, and the resistance is changed by the hot and cold switch here. So let's just check power and ground. The way we're going to do that is you just press this button in, and you separate the actuator from the connector, and then we're going to check power and ground. So you can grab yourself a test light. Any kind of test light it'll work, but I'm using one made by Power Probe, and the green means that it has the negative power, where it's, the ground as it's supposed to, which it does. And this one right here is supposed to be power, and it does have power as it's supposed to. So it looks like everything is good as far as the power and ground, and then the rest of the resistance is varied by the switch in the dashboard. So let me just show you one thing that we can check a little bit further. Let me just grab a screwdriver, and I'm going to open up this actuator here. Actually, you know what? There's little tabs on the side. You can just pry these tabs up, and you want to gain access to the little motor that's inside there. The motor is what operates the blend door. Obviously, you want to use a screwdriver, but this will work fine for me right here now. Just lift up each one of these little tabs until you get the cover off. Until you get the cover off, like this. Now, this is your motor. Obviously, these are the gears that drive the actuator to open and close the door itself. But now what we're going to do is we want to check this motor to make sure that we have power and ground right inside here, and that the motor is not burnt out. So let me just remove these here because they're going to fall out. We're going to plug the motor back together. We have power, as you can see with the red light, and we have ground. So this motor should be turning. And now I'm going to try to do this with one hand. As I change from hot to cold, you'll see it changes. Now I'm going to the hot side, so it's actually reversing the motor, but the motor's not turning. And we're going back to the cold side, and we now have power here. And just the opposite on this side here. Ground here, but now when I go to the hot side, on the temperature control, it has the motor then has a positive on the opposite side. So in this particular case, we know that the motor itself is burnt out, and we're going to grab a new actuator, and then we're going to come right back. So we'll just put this on the side for now, and we'll grab the new actuator, and we'll come right back. Okay, now we got our replacement actuator. We're actually going to put it right back up underneath here where it belongs. So let me just grab this. I'm going to put the camera down for 1 second, stick the actuator back in, and be right back. As you can see, the actuator fits right back on these little pins right here, and then you plug it back together, and then we'll start the truck up. See what the AC feels like. Alright, perfect. Okay, so we follow these steps. You should have no problem. Obviously, you know you're going to put the glove box back up inside there. The way you put the glove box back up is you just push it inside, push the corner here in, and it locks right in place. So let me put the camera down and I'll do that, and show you. Sorry about that. All right, you just lift the box up, push in on the one side here, push in on the other side here, and then the box closes back up, and that's it, good to go. Alright, and when you switch the vents, you'll feel that it's working just the way it's supposed to. Alright, so not too bad when you know what you're doing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.